If you are seeing this sigil, you're seeing your shadow self. Number 76, deflection. You are currently using deflection as a tool to avoid self-awareness in a situation where you really do need to recognize something within yourself. To deflect something is to cause that thing to change directions by interposing something. This turns it off. It's straight course and on to a whole nother direction, whole other loop-de-loops and paths. Deflection is when something someone communicates to another causes that person to feel triggered. As a result, instead of taking in the perceived criticism, they either ignore, deny, or turn away from it. Or worse, they turn it back towards the person who communicated it in the first place. This is done to avoid painful memories, emotions, and thoughts, but it also prevents the person deflecting the comment from being self-aware. It's an easy way out, right? Taking shortcuts. Deflection is different from projection, which is when a person cannot accept a quality or aspect of their own personality because it is incompatible with their self-concept. So they project it out of their awareness and onto another person. It is the angry person recognizing anger in others, but thinking they are the peaceful one, for example. However, once people learn about projection, it can be taken further to become a common deflection technique. For example, in order to deflect something that someone tells you about yourself which triggers you, simply tells them they are projecting. Deflection is a defense mechanism that is designed to preserve self-concept. It is a form of projection when it is used to deflect blame. Essentially, when the fault is with us, we project the blame and fall onto someone else. We feel we cannot take responsibility or blame for something and feel positive about ourselves at the same time. We are unwilling to feel guilt or shame. To give you some examples of deflection, imagine this. A child may spill something and blame it on the cup. Right? An abusive husband may blame his wife for provoking him by not having dinner ready on time, despite what she promised. A person may say things to hurt someone, and when they defend themselves, right, when they come back at the person being too sensitive starts to complain. Someone may exhibit behaviors that lead to a group intervention, but when confronted, they may say that everyone has turned against them. All of y'all don't like me. A man may get criticized for something he did that upset his girlfriend, but he may claim she's just on her period. A person may destroy a relationship and say it always takes two. A friend may do something hurtful and say she's just triggered because of her own childhood. A spouse may do abusive things, and when their partner gets angry, say that they are in an abusive relationship because of the other partner's anger or because they are being told what they did wrong. A parent may cause emotional distress to their child and then drive them to a psychologist to figure out what is wrong with my child. And the list goes on and on and on. It repeats itself and even can become a generational curse. If you're seeing this sigil, you are currently deflecting in this scenario. Recognize the blame and guilt that you feel. Everyone at some point deflects to save their self-concept. In order to awaken, we have to be able to see both sides of ourselves, both our darkness and our light. This means in order to stop deflecting, you have to be willing to feel and see yourselves as not a good person in the circumstances that you are in. If you are not willing to see yourself in this light, you will continue to avoid self-awareness by only seeing what we want to see or only seeing what you want to see in yourself. Therefore, you will not be in reality. Our only access of power is in reality. So we will not be able to make any positive change to the scenario we are in. It would benefit you to spend time accepting in the energy of another sigil, which is the 33 sigil, as well as this particular sigil. And you can check down the description for information about the number 33 sigil to understand this whole message as a whole. If you are seeing this sigil, let it help you to reflect. The opposite of deflection is reflection. Hopefully you can reflect and accept the perspective of the situation, that you are not the good guy in this situation. But if you can, for the sake of other people around you, you can go through the back door of this pattern by feeding your positive self-concept and accepting your negative aspects. Just decide that the person who is the best person is the one who really owns their badness, right? Everybody want a bad boy, everybody want a bad chick, whatever. But are they actually owning up to their badness, right? You want it, but then when you get it, you're like, oh no. When you feel the tension of defense in any given situation or scenario, use the power of your own ego's desire to see you as a good person. And a good person owns their flaws, right? I like that person. You know what? Because she owns her flaws, right? I like that person. Why? Because she real. Look for what you did wrong or what you did to hurt the other person. The number 76, this is your shadow side. Have a good day and night.